So Tekken 8 has been out for over a year now, and it's safe to say it is a success. Although many players would argue due to introduction to some new characters, or changes to some of the beloved ones. Okay, but let's not turn this video into a hate montage. As a person who's fairly new to the fighting game genre, I found it fascinating that I fell in love with this game quite quickly. Disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by Bandai Namco or Harada himself. Better safe than sorry. Anyway, back to the topic. I fell in love with Tekken 8 quite fast despite having close to no info about the mechanics of the game, and I knew that this title will be a grind. I knew it because as a kid I had the pleasure to experience Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection on PSP, and it was intimidating. I still had fun, but I was like 10 at the time, so my knowledge of the game was not the best. And I was happy simply by mashing a few strings I learned on practice mode. I also played many of the anime fighter games back in the day, but those required clicking only button to perform a nice looking combo, so I'm not gonna compare these titles to Tekken. I knew that taking on a game where every single button combination can be an input for a new attack would be demanding to master. So I hit the practice mode. Again, and again. And after spending a lot of hours there, I was hooked, especially by learning the combos of almost half of the roster. Some would say I'm crazy. Maybe just a little, but that's the way I found the game fun again. Again recalls to the nostalgia that Tekken 5 DR left in me, but Tekken 8 really changed the whole perspective for me. So I made up a quest for myself to try and show this game to new people. And I can guarantee you that my expertise regarding Tekken is really high, and having reached the legendary rank of Garyu, you can be sure that this video will be helpful. Okay, I never actually said that this rank is one of the higher ones, okay? Never mind. Whether you're a complete stranger to Tekken thinking of taking this title on, or you stumbled upon this video while getting your butt kicked by Yoshi in ranked, no, not the green cute little creature from Mario, this guy is definitely not little and not cute to take on, I'll try to explain a few aspects of this game in my own degenerate way. Even if you have 10 times the hours I spent on this title, I hope that you'll still enjoy this little ride with me. As a note, I'll just add that I will probably miss out on many other important things of this game because I don't want to make this video really long, so consider this as a parody of tutorial presented by a total noob with a goal to maybe attract new players. Surely this will work out. Okay then, without further ado, let's jump into it. We need to talk about frames. Sorry, wrong slide. Tekken frames. When I was 10 enjoying Tekken on PSP, I simply thought that a move is just a move, you make the input, bada bim, bada boom. If my opponent blocked, unlucky, and if he didn't, profit, huge combo, well. But last year I learned that this is way more complex than that. I'll try to explain it in the dumbest way possible. Every move in the game has its quote-unquote speed, and it either comes out really fast or really slow. But there are also frames related to moves connecting with your opponent, whether they block them or not, and also how fast you recover those frames. It will be easier with an example. My opponent here uses a move that starts at 20 frames, so if I use an attack with 10 startup frames, I will be faster and attack first. Really easy. Another thing is if I block the attack. You see that it leaves my opponent at +4 frames, which means that if we both use a 10 frame attack next, he will perform it faster. I can also simply get caught with the attack in neutral and it will leave my opponent at +7. Another case. If he times his attack right and I decide to choose a move a little late, or a move that has more startup frames, his move will connect as a counter hit and, in this case, will result in a massive launcher after he can do a big combo. Phew, that was hard. My red rank brain is overheated a bit. Oh wait, did I forget to mention that there are different types of attacks in this game? Like highs, mediums, lows, throws, but there are also special mids, special lows. Certain moves have different properties, they can break the floor, the ground. Okay, I'll leave that one for you to discover. Next up, combos! So this is purely the reason that I wanted to get good at Tekken, the satisfying feeling when you launch your opponent and get all the pieces correctly. Well, mostly. Often? Sometimes? Yeah, if you don't practice them, you'll drop them many times. Or you will learn to drop them like me, because my freaking controller keeps on disconnecting from the cable if I move it 2 millimeters while playing. Back to the point. Combos are shorter or longer sets of inputs that deal damage. Wow, that was a sentence indeed. There are sample combos in the practice tool, but nobody gives a damn about them because they are garbage, so your best bet is to go to the magic side of YouTube or find a Discord dedicated to mains of a certain characters. But obviously not all the combos you learn can be implemented at any point of the match, because you have to consider your place on the map, your resources such as heat and rage. Oh wait, I haven't talked about heat and rage either. Okay, let's speedrun this. Heat is a new mechanic added in Tekken 8 and it's this shiny blue bar right below your HP. You can activate it by a certain input or by a move called Heat Engagers. No, I'm not explaining those. And during Heat, your character can perform a special attack called Heat Smash, which are unique to every character. Their attacks are also a little upgraded and all. And I'm yapping way too much, this was supposed to be quick. Okay, so Rage is a state where you get to low HP, your character glows red, your attacks deal more damage the less HP you have, and you have access to a new move called Rage Art, which looks really cool, gives cool cutscene, and you just... the enemy. Thank you, Mainman, for your contribution. By the way, if you want to learn a lot more stuff about Tekken, I highly recommend TMM's channel. I'll leave the link in the description. Okay, where was I? Ah yes, combos. So now that you know your placement on the map and resources, you can manage them in your own way to get the best outcome possible. The other cool thing, other than learning combos from talented players on the internet, is to try and add your elements into the combos. They may or may not give better damage, but maybe you'll make them look flashier and cooler. That should be the fun part of combos, so try that. I have a weird feeling that this video so far is a huge pack of dumb yapping and chaos. Let's proceed then to the most important, to the real reason players care so much about this game. And it is customization. What, you never wanted to make your Brian as Mario or Jack as Optimus Prime? No? Okay, so let's use a backup point I had here on my list, which is rank. And oh boy, this one is a ride. As someone who only managed to get to red rank but doesn't play ranked at all, this one was a serious roller coaster for me. Normally, I enjoy doing some player matches with my friend, so that I can try new characters or just simply play without stress. But then I thought, why not? And yeah, in that moment, after booting my first rank, I literally forgot my whole game plan. I dropped basically every combo but managed to somehow win because my opponent just clicked random buttons or used special style. Oh my god, I didn't talk about special style. No, fine. Special style was added in Tekken 8 as a way to enjoy the game without learning all the hard inputs of your character. You just click one button assigned to a list of actions and the game will do it for you. Now that I think about it, it kinda reminds me of the anime fighters. Ranked! So besides stress at first, later I experienced more stress. But also it was a nice way to start understanding the game differently, because every single match I encountered someone new, with a different playstyle and mostly with other characters. And if I met the same character later, then I had that one neuron that had a 1% chance of activating to remind me that I know what this move does and how I can punish it. So in the end, it was a really stressful experience. Some of you may ask, then why do I not play ranked at all after getting to red rank? Well, my connection likes to get nasty at times, and in this game your connection is way more important than any other online game like Counter-Strike or League of Legends. Oh, and I forgot to mention that if your PC can handle the graphics of this game, you will make your opponent wait for your PC to load the graphics and turn their game into a PowerPoint presentation as well. So, be aware of that if you decide to pick up this game. Season 2 is approaching and there will be a new patch released which is rumored to have over 1,000 changes. So maybe it's good that I didn't mention everything in deep details. You know, there is a chance that when the patch drops, some of the things I would have talked about might get changed a little or a lot. But I think that it's a good time to get back to Tekken or start your journey in the next few weeks. We already have a gameplay trailer for Anna Williams, who will be releasing presumably with the Season 2 patch, and I cannot wait. Although I'll still spend 80% of my playtime on practice, it's hype, and I can recommend it to you. Although when you look at the price, you will probably consider it twice. Maybe a discount? Soon? There's a lot of stuff that you can enjoy. If you don't like the latter thing, or maybe you don't want to experience the stress I mentioned, you can always play offline and have fun in arcade battles or story mode. Nah, you'd better try online too, it's a lot of fun. Now's the perfect time, so why not give Tekken 8 a try? If you enjoyed this video or not, be sure to write your opinion down below so that I can make another one better. This was Handcaster, and I'll see you in the next one.